Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
We're doing it.
Hit it, Frank! What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Bra Motherfucking Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. Hi, Kimmy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
Alex and I have been together every moment of every day for the last 7 days.
Yep.
It's been so fun.
It's been great. I hope you're not sick of me. I'm like here.
No.
I'm having a great time here, but I feel like I've also been a lot in your home.
No, you're not a lot at all.
Okay, good.
Alex,
That's good.
I mean, the first 3 nights she just slept early every day.
I was sleepy.
We do clay.
I've been working since 2017 nonstop. I haven't had a rest.
Girl needs a break. You know, the only thing you do is you bring too many Oreos in here.
I did bring a bunch of Oreos in here.
And now I can't stop eating them.
I ate fewer of them than I intended to, which I do feel bad about because I know you were relying on me to eat those Oreos.
Yeah, and now I can't stop eating these fucking Oreos in my house because you brought them in here. But that's been pretty annoying.
I'm sorry.
I've been wanting to talk to you about that.
It is Milk's favorite cookie. And you know how I love milk. I just wanted to keep the milk around.
The girl loves the milk.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. If that's the worst thing I've done, then I guess we're in pretty good standing right now.
Well, no, will be the end of our friendship over that.
Over the Oreos. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm going to have some right now, actually.
I mean, that's a choice, and I respect
I don't know
it.
how I'm going to do this.
Are you balancing milk on a cow pillow?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
It's something weirdly disrespectful about that. I feel like even beyond eating meat, cows really definitely don't want us to take all their milk.
No.
It's kind of fucked up that we do it.
It tastes so good.
It's the best milk there is.
There's no better milk.
No.
Name one titty with better milk.
Mom? Mom?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Are you still suckling on your mother's titties?
No, I didn't do that for too long, I don't think. I don't remember a suckle.
I remember my mom letting me try my sister's milk when I was like 5 still.
So you do remember having a suckle?
Mm-hmm.
Or did she shoot it?
She shot it. She shot it. She shot it
mouth?
at me. Yep. Like a baby calf.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to say, did she shoot it into a cup? But I like that
she shot it into my mouth.
Shot it at you.
Yeah.
How'd it taste?
Disgusting.
Disgusting,
I remember
right?
I was so grossed
It
out.
looks gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video on TikTok.
And I begged her for it.
You were like, please, Mom, because you were jealous of your little sister suckling on that titty.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what's so good about it?
I get that. I knew a kid who breastfed until he was like 7.
That's
he was like
really old.
the youngest.
Until he got boners?
Yeah, he was like the youngest of the 3 in the family, and the mom just couldn't let go. The mom was also very flat-chested. She had a body type like just like mine. Mm-hmm. And I think that she knew that this was her last kid, and she couldn't let go of the breast milk titties. I think that's what was happening there.
She wanted the titties.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the breastfeeding. It was about keeping the titties.
It was about keeping those titties.
I get that.
I guess you could probably just keep pumping forever if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll be Milky for like 10 years.
Milky for 10 years.
Maybe I'll be Milky for 10 years.
Alex's first book. A memoir.
Yeah, drain myself, in the morning, and then by the time I'm ready to like go out for a night,
You'll be engorged like a motherfucker.
gorged. Yeah,
Just engorge yourself every night.
yeah, and then after a long night, I could,
And you
I
could
could
sell
drain
it.
and drink it. Yeah,
You could drink it. You could sell it.
Yeah,
You could sell it.
I'll bet it's worth a lot.
It's gold in there, baby.
But I do too many drugs, though.
That's even more fun.
Yeah,
Little acid babies.
a little acid titty milk.
Acid titty milk sounds great to me.
I wonder if all right, imagine I'm finished breastfeeding my child. The kid's not getting the milk anymore. And then I start taking drugs again a little bit.
Okay.
Responsibly, of course. I'm a mother now. Do you think my titty milk containing acid would be like worth like market, like a price on the black market? Like it's acid milk.
Right. You got to buy the titty milk by the 8th.
Yeah. You got to dose it just right. You got to dose it out.
Acid titty milk.
Yeah. Because it would like
That's-
probably get you extra fucked up, and it would probably also there'd be like an element of my personality in the drug somehow.
Even more acid.
Yeah, no, you get
It's just
fucked
2
up,
doses of acid
you get
instead of 1.
fucked up, and like my thoughts would start coming to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun though.
Yeah, I like it.
You got to do that.
We got to find out, man.
You got to get someone's got to come in you.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Someone, please.
Please. Someone give the girl a load. Is this mine?
No, that's yours. You want me to get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that was probably inappropriate, but it's fine.
We need all the viewers we can
Watch
get.
the video version, seriously.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
Things have been great.
Yeah, things are fun. This week's been great.
I've been like a tour guide to you. Like when I went to New York, every time we were in the car, you'd be like, this building is this and this building is that. And I kind of did that for you.
Everywhere. It's been great.
Mm-hmm. What's your coolest thing you've seen?
I don't know. Honestly, element. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Casa de la Kim is probably the heart of LA. If I were to draw a map,
That's what they say the heart of LA is,
Yeah,
right here in
right
Casa
here.
de la Kim.
it's so interesting that the heart of LA is right here in your living room, and the heart of New York City happens to be in my bedroom.
right.
It's crazy. It's such a coincidence.
Wild. The heart of the 2 cities.
It's really crazy. Yeah. No, LA's cool all over. I do want to go back I want to go shopping again tomorrow at the same place we went shopping last week.
We are going to do that.
That was the coolest thing.
That was
fucking,
cool.
Like, like marketplace is the dopest place I've ever been to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say.
We're going back.
We're going back.
Yeah, I want to get some more stuff there too.
Yeah, I got this really slutty bandana shirt, and if I were thinking, I would have gotten 10.
Yeah, well, we're going back and
We're
you can
going
get
ba-
10.
I'm going to get 6 or 7 more. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so good on you. You
looks
have to. And they're $5. Where can you find a shirt for $5 that you really enjoy wearing?
It's such a great shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. But
I
guys, if you ever see me wearing it, it's like nobody needs to know how much it cost.
It was $5.
$5. It was a $5 shirt. It's so cute.
It is very cute. That was fun. I mean, I got to tell you, like, a strange thing happened. A very Truman Show thing like happened where I kept seeing people I knew when I was showing Alex around the first few days. It doesn't usually happen like that. I don't think.
It was truly like every time we got in the car, every corner we went around, Kim would be like, oh, that's Jessica. Like, oh, that's my friend Brody. Like, just like literally everywhere. And she'd be like, oh, they're dating. She's actually dating the guy that we ran into yesterday at the supermarket. Like, the connections between people. And everywhere we went, we could drive 15 minutes away, and she'd be like, oh, those are the twins that I know over there. Like,
Yeah.
do you just know everybody what's happening?
I've seen a lot. I don't know. I lived here for a long time and it's not that big.
We passed by people painting a big mural on a wall.
Allie and Sarah.
She's like, oh, that's Allie and Sarah. Those are my girls. Hey, she rolls out her window. She's like, hey, guys, everybody and she's been able to prove that she knows all these people. She like lifts her hand to wave and they're like, Kim, so great to see you. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I guess I know a lot of people, but I didn't realize it.
I could never even fathom being that popular, even having that many friends. I can't even think about it.
It's not, I mean, yeah, every time I look, I mean, even like the other day, I didn't say anything. I looked out the window and I saw someone walking by that I knew. And he like looked at me and looked at him and I was like, hey, you're just walking by the street.
It's getting to the point where you're not even saying it out loud because it's embarrassing you how popular you are.
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and then we were like, drove like a little bit of ways and a couple people were crossing the street at the crosswalk. And I was like, oh, I think that's my friend Fury. And you were like, no, it's not.
I was like,
no.
it can't be. I was like, prove it. Say hi to him.
And I opened the window. I was like, Fury. And they're like, yo, Kim.
Kim, what are you doing here?
What up?
It's been fucking weird. I don't even know what to say.
The mountain. Our hike.
The hike was the weirdest one, dude.
This was all the same day, I think.
Yes. We went. So Kim took me for a hike and got a little bit confused, I guess, about which mountain we were going to go on. So like there were options of which one, and one of them was more secluded than the others, and we're like nervous to go on the path. We finally make it to the path and we look at it and we're like, this is kind of nerve-wracking. It looks like there's not going to be any human soul on this mountain. Like, we might get killed up here.
I literally was like, Alex, this one I think I remember this one. It's a little like more private,
deserted kind of.
I was like, I don't really ever see people on here. Are you comfortable with that? And she was like, I don't know. And we kind of thought about it for a minute.
I literally said, I was like, you're the psychic. Like, do you have a bad feeling right now? If you have a bad feeling, we won't go. And if you feel like it's fine, let's go. And Kim was like, no, I think we'll be okay. So we start up, and this is a difficult hike, by the way. Mm-hmm. It's like straight up in certain places.
It's a real hike, and it's kind of dangerous. Am I wrong?
Slippery rock. I was wearing like running shoes, but they definitely didn't have like the grip on the bottom that I probably should have had for this hike. Mm-hmm. It was hard. Mm-hmm. It was scary.
Yeah.
But thankfully, you and I got scared at different points on the hike.
Yeah.
Which I think was very important. We couldn't have both been scared at once. That would have been disaster.
Totally.
But Kim was getting scared on the way up, and I was getting scared on the way down. Yep. So it worked out.
Yep.
But the only fucking person we saw on this mountain, which was like we're like halfway to the peak,
and
this
one
guy's
dude from a distance
running down from a distance. Yeah, go on.
It's just my friend Renee. I don't know what to say.
It's like the guy gets like 50 feet away, and she goes, "Oh, don't worry, that's just my friend Renee." And I was like, "No, it's not. I literally can't. It's not." And they said hi to each other.
I don't know why.
I was like, "Hey, Kim, have a good hike." Fucking weird.
Yeah, I know.
I looked out at the city because I was like, maybe there's only like 40 people in this city. Maybe she just knows everyone. This city is massive, dude.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. In my I think in the 6 years that I lived here, I met a lot of people through comedy. There's only like in Hollywood, there's only like so many like. There's a lot of entertainment places, but there's only so much comedy to watch. So, like, anybody who's ever wanted to see any comedy I've met.
Right.
You know what I mean? Regularly.
There's just not too many. Yeah, there's not like 1,000 clubs out here.
No,
yeah.
There's 3.
Right.
There's 3 clubs. So I've met anybody that's gone through those 3 clubs consistently. And then I also, like, worked as like a server here for 5 years.
Right.
So and it was like a really, really popular restaurant. So I know a bunch of people through that. And like people would come in through there, and I don't know, I just am like,
I mean, you should feel safe anywhere you go. You have friends in every corner.
I know a judo master that lives right there.
That's great.
It's actually the ex-boyfriend of one of the girls we saw painting on the wall.
Everybody's connected. I don't even know what to say. It's wild.
It's a small town. People think it's big, but it's actually pretty small. We're on one side of Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And in order to get to the other side of Hollywood, it only takes 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm a 15-minute drive from like the entire city of this main area of Hollywood.
Sure, but a 15-minute drive covers a lot of ground. That's far. You know everybody within like a 10-mile radius.
But you also saw how I was at that that thing we went to. I met a bunch of people there that I didn't know, that I know now.
No, yeah.
And now that guy was messaging me, he's like, "Hey, come by tomorrow." So if you were a different friend and we were going tomorrow, I'd be like, "Oh, this is my buddy Joey. He sells these clothes."
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he would be like, "What up, Kim?"
So
and
you're
it's
just
like,
saying you're good at networking.
Yeah, I just make friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even friends. They're just people I know.
I mean,
it's just better to know people when you go places, I think.
I saw Kim leverage people trying to flirt with her into a business partnership about 10 times this week. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
I'm about to my bag this year.
You're like, well, you could have my number if you want to give me some product. Yeah, it's great.
What are we doing here?
I like it.
Listen, I was in the trenches for 8 years. I need to get a little reparations.
Yeah, now's your time.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just feel like I've put so much money into comedy. So I'm just trying to break even at this point.
Just take some out of that deposit that you've made.
It's crazy how much you pay for a dream. Nobody realizes that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It really comes out of the pocket.
Comes straight out of the pocket.
I'll
tell you as a producer.
Yeah. It's not easy. The dream's not easy.
No, if you're working a 9 to 5 and you've always considered like whether you've made a mistake not going for your dream, it's like you're probably fine. At this point, just stay on track. You'll retire one day and do something fun, I hope.
It's not fun over here either, is what we're saying.
It's hard everywhere. Everything's hard.
Everything's hard. That's so funny. Everything is hard.
Everything's hard.
One of the biggest problems we've been having lately, me and Alex, is like automated services.
Everything is automated and not a fucking crumb of it works.
Alex and I went to Six Flags and we wanted to get COVID tested after Six Flags because we were around a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. And you just can't find a test around here. The first thing I did was I put on the maps COVID testing. And it said testing site here and gave me an address and we drove there. And that should be enough.
This is a Rite Aid we go to, right? We go in, we wait online to like 10 minutes, get to the front, and they're like, we're not doing COVID testing here. We'll give you the address for another Rite Aid that's doing COVID testing.
And I was like, it says online that you're doing COVID testing here. They're like, yeah, it's wrong. And I go, well, someone should fix that.
Fix it.
Who's in charge? One person has to take initiative and fix that.
So we go to the second Rite Aid, wait in line there, get to the front. They say, oh, we're doing testing, but you need an appointment for it. And we don't have any appointments until 5 days from now. And even then, it's going to take another 3 days for you to get your results. It's like, I'll be back in New York by that time.
I'll have infected 45 people before the day's end today.
I will have infected an entire Delta flight. I mean,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. So they're like, oh, you could like go over to urgent care though. So we go over to urgent care.
And they don't take the insurance.
They don't take insurance. They don't take the insurance that I have. And they say that without insurance, it's going to cost fucking
$240.
$40.
And I've already had multiple friends that have had false positives.
Or a false negative even, or anything. Or it's like, maybe I'm testing too soon, so it comes up negative and I need to test again in a few days. That's going to be fucking
$500.
Yeah, $500. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Then we were like, is this a scam? It started making us conspiracy theorists. We're like, is COVID a scam? Is this... Imagine if you're getting $240 a pop from people every day, multiple times a week. It's so much fucking money.
I've never wanted to say that COVID is fake more, except for the fact that one of my closest friends is like really sick right
we
now.
know it's real. We're not doubting it at all.
It's real. Prayers for Bobby Hutch, everybody.
Yeah. But it's just like, it kind of seems like it doesn't make sense. Like, they have the they're called PCR tests, right? They're the ones that take 5 days. Those shouldn't even exist. This is what it should be. If you want COVID to get better, there should be every rapid test should be free.
Making the rapid test.
And it should be only rapid tests.
Make it so that you could just buy rapid tests and take them at your house so that I could have 10 rapid tests waiting for the next time I potentially get exposed, and I could just literally take the test when I'm like a fucking pregnancy test.
Yes.
Why? Why are pregnancy tests available
and not a rapid test?
And not a rapid test for a fucking pandemic.
But the thing is, like, they shouldn't be charging for rapid tests, and they shouldn't be doing tests where you have to wait 5 days for results, because in those 5 days, so many more people are going to get sick. So many people are getting COVID that if every time you knew someone that was exposed, you had to go get tested out of pocket, you would be paying thousands of dollars a month
all the time. Yeah.
You wouldn't have any money left. If you were truly doing it the way you're supposed to do it in order to avoid spreading it, you would be quarantined for 14 days every 2 weeks.
Also, I have to say, I do not have a weird insurance policy whatsoever. I have like a very standard insurance policy that
don't even have insurance.
100% be accepted at most urgent care. It's fucking crazy that like the amount of money that I'm paying for insurance to then have to fucking pay another $240 to get the test it's just not going to happen. I'm not rich.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
I don't have insurance. I probably just should have insurance, but I just don't go to the doctor that often.
Insurance is expensive. Everything's hard to sign up for.
I don't even, you know what, to be honest, I could have insurance, but I tried to sign up for insurance. It was so overwhelming online and the websites didn't work that I gave up. And I was like, you know what? I just pay each time and go to the doctor. And I go, whenever I need to go to the doctor, I'll pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
I mean, but
and I just hope I don't get very sick.
I mean, the automation across the board, I feel like there's been multiple things. Like you had to make some returns to Amazon the other day that like the process is like,
the questions.
the idea is to just make it a one button solution that I could do myself. But instead, the automation requires fucking 47 steps. You got to call a number. You got to put in a code. You got to get from your email that you have to log into your account to send to make sure that Amazon
link.
sends the email link, and then make sure you don't open it 30 minutes before you're going to put the thing in. You got to like, it's like there's nothing makes sense.
It feels like everything is set up everything's set up in the most difficult way somehow.
And there are literally more people on the planet than ever. It's like I almost don't understand how, like, what the point of, as we're adding people to the planet, we're automating everything. It's like there's more people than ever to just deal with things, to process things. And maybe half automated would work. Have somebody enter it into a machine and make sure that it's done. And like, I don't know.
I don't need, when I call a business and I'm frustrated, I don't need to, every time I answer a question and then I take a breath, it goes, we didn't hear what you said. What the fuck?
The number of times I heard you on the phone with a robot screaming, give me a representative, give me a representative, give me a representative, give me a 100. I mean, she was a broken record.
I don't want to ever talk to a robot. I want to talk to a person. A robot's not going to understand. Even when it's like, what's your problem? It's like always a very specific problem that the robot's not going to understand. I don't need to be talking to a nothing.
Also, it's been annoying. There's been situations where like we're just trying to find a phone number to call and they want you to deal with it online, like do a whole process online. And it takes like an hour to find a phone number to call. And then you call the number and they won't put a person on. It's just another fucking automation.
And you're like, what was the point of all that?
Who is going to help me? Who's going to help me?
Help me.
I loved there's been a couple times you got customer service representatives on the phone this week with the thickest Indian accent you've ever heard in your life, saying that their name is Jason.
Yeah,
this is
you're
so
like,
funny.
I got off the phone. You were like, I have a feeling that guy's name wasn't Jason.
Like that guy's name was definitely not Jason.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's been difficult. It's been hard. I don't understand
it's
a
just
lot
annoying.
of things. There's a lot of things that I see that I don't get. People in LA, there's like, they'll all stack in one lane and then the lane on the right will be empty and none of them will go into that lane.
I know, it pisses you off every time.
It makes no sense. It's just they're like scared because nobody else is in the lane and they don't want to be the first to do it. It's like on some real pussy shit.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of situations where like once you cross the street, there's going to be cars parked in the right lane, but on the street that you're on, the right lane is fucking wide open. And
they're scared of the future merge.
Yeah, in New York, you would just drive in the right lane until you have to merge over, for sure. People are doing anything to get around each other. In LA, people act like that lane is closed.
Because there's going to be cars in the future.
Because down the road, there's cars in that lane. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird.
But I'm like, why wouldn't you take advantage of all this open space?
I've seen you beat hours of traffic by using those lanes.
That's why I think everyone's late here.
Because nobody's thinking.
Nobody's thinking on their own. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why there's so much traffic. There's just, everyone's in one lane because they're scared to be in another. I don't know what's going on. I have no explanation anymore.
No, man. Did you see, do you have your phone near you?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you see Britney Spears' post today?
No, I did not.
It's truly a continuation of her post from the other day that we were going to talk about. And, no. And I'm so excited to talk about it.
Let me go get it.
Yeah, go get it. I mean, guys, we are seeing an entire different side of Britney. I don't know what's going on with her conservatorship. I don't know what's going on with her life. But I know that she is pulling those fucking titties out. She's pulling those titties out for the first time in years, if not ever. I've never seen them titties.
I don't know where my phone is.
Are you sure it's not in your room? Is it in your bedroom?
Let me check.
I'll tell you, Britney got knockers, you guys. I'm jealous. I mean, I'm jealous of most people's boobs, but like, damn, they're not what they were when she was 17 years old. They are mommy titties now, and they look good. And she's posting them every couple days with like she's like, oh yeah, we could just do this here. I didn't think of that. She's posting some really risque photos, and I think I'm about it.
Yeah, she posted yesterday. She posted that titty picture where she looks super young.
Yeah, well, I think she looks young in the picture mostly because she looks like a sober person put her makeup on. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah,
her regular makeup look that looks like she's like slept in her makeup for 4 days is no longer.
Oh, she posted another titty picture.
Posted a new one today. Yeah,
whoa.
It's obviously from the same shoot, but in this new one, the nipples were originally in the picture, and she's put stars over the nipples. I mean, this is nothing we've ever seen from her before.
And then, 3 stars. Vera Wang gave the star free the nipney. That's funny. She's feeling free. We love to see it. Brittany, we're trying to free you, boo. Lay low for a bit. What?
Lay low for a bit.
That's such a weird thing to say.
I mean, she's posting topless photos. It's the opposite of laying low.
There's been a shift in the universe, someone said.
There has. Look at this.
I mean, I can't believe I'm seeing this. What's the poem that she posted yesterday? Kindness. Do you really know what turns me on? What I find incredibly sexy? Kindness.
Okay. She's sweet.
Yeah, she's very sweet.
But I don't know. Do you think she's gonna... Do you think this is a...
I think 2 things are gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh, first of all, this kind of looks like this. That's pretty interesting.
That does look like that.
Right? She's like holding her...
I see it.
Yeah. She posted, what is this thing? She posted something and wrote, "This is hot. History. When the Guardians..." What the fuck?
It's like a superhero type image.
Yeah,
I don't know who it is,
looks like a comic cover of a woman. But her next picture holding her titties, she's kind of posing the same way, sort of.
So she's got her like hands cupping her titties, and the shape of her hands actually kind of look like the armor on this superhero.
When the Guardians of Ba debated to abandon emotions eons ago, a splinter tribe of female Ons left to do the exact opposite, embrace them. They journeyed from world to world, but until they discovered the heart of the violet light of the planet Zarmaron, I don't know if I'm saying any of this right, forging the crystallized world into their... I can't read that.
There's no right or wrong way to say a made-up word.
The Zamarons created an army of soldiers dubbed the Star Sapphires, who yield violet energy of love and have vowed to convert all their way of light. So it's like some comic about love and shit. And she said this is hot with like the heat emoji. I think Britney Spears is going to come out as bisexual after this, or gay.
You think that's what's going on here?
I don't think that's what's going on here, but I think that's going to be
That's part of it?
That's not even part of it. I think that's just going to be another thing.
Everybody's bisexual these days.
She hasn't had the chance.
She hasn't had an opportunity, I guess.
She looks so great in this picture.
Her makeup looks like it was done right.
Her nails are rough.
Her nails, ooh. Her nails are bad.
Her nails are really bad. She needs a manicure.
But she looks fantastic. Her face looks great.
Her face looks so good.
Yeah, she looks young.
Yeah, she looks great.
It looks like it could be photoshopped a little.
Yeah.
It's like there could be a filter on it, maybe.
Maybe. I love that picture of her.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's the best.
But then it's like, I mean, I don't mean to frighten you, but it's like we're only a few days away from this post. So it's like, what's going on with you? This one's actually not that bad.
No, but you know which one was bad?
The dancing one.
The one I found on TikTok.
Yes, the one where she was dancing and insert. Britney does this head move that I'm like, I don't know how this bitch's neck is still on. Like, you know her, she whips that hair sometimes where I'm like, sister, you just hurt me doing that.
Yeah.
And I used to be a dancer. Like I understand movement, but this bitch's head whips in a way that I'm like, she's like the Exorcist almost.
Yeah, it's really scary. I'm trying to find the one that remember one scared me yesterday?
I showed it to you and you were like, it literally threw a wrench in your whole day. Yeah, it's this one. It could be this one.
We'll put it up.
No. Her spins are too fast. Nobody needs to turn that quickly, Britney.
But I think she's drugged up. I think like someone's fucking with her.
Yeah, she could be drugged up. The choreography is wildly bad. I don't know what to say.
It's almost like she's making...
She looks drugged in that last one too.
Yeah, she looks drugged in these.
Move a little closer in the camera. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
She's not doing well. And we wish the best for her.
You think she's going to come out as gay? I think she's going to be very sexually liberated one way or another.
Yeah, she might get an OnlyFans. She might start doing porn.
Maybe
we might get real Britney Spears porn.
Britney porn
would
be wild.
Yeah. Oops, I squirted again.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Unlucky.
Oh, man. Toxic Cum.
What other songs does she have?
Womanizer. You could leave that one alone.
Yeah, that one's good on its own.
A lot of her songs you could leave it on their own.
Yeah.
You could probably name a porno circus.
Circus. Yeah.
Circus porn sounds...
Circus porn.
Circus porn better be a category, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, if circus freaks aren't making a little extra fucking side hustle by jamming their uglies together.
All the clowns come in one car.
Clown cum car. Damn. What else are circus things? I'm talking like freak show porn.
Freak show porn?
Yeah. I'll bet they've got it.
They probably have like trapeze porn. People are fucking while like strapped to each other on a trapeze.
That sounds really difficult.
Mm-hmm. But if
or
you're
like
strapped to each other.
Maybe they're not
tightly and they're not thrusting. They're just one guy's trapezing while their girl's wrapped around him.
Maybe they're
that sounds
not.
Kind of fun.
Yeah. Maybe they're not strapped to each other. Maybe they each start on opposite sides of the trapeze.
And they whack their genitals together midair.
They align themselves and insert.
And that's actually how he catches her.
Yeah.
They don't even hold hands.
Yeah.
He catches her with his dick. He like almost stabs her.
He stabs her and she tightens up
and she
holds
kegels.
on, and then she goes up and grabs the next guy. Or maybe she goes up and she catches him. Yeah, she catches his dick with her mouth.
Mm-hmm. And she's sucking. She's not even teeth. She's sucking that hard.
Yeah.
But the pressure stays.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This would be quite an act.
That is very interesting, I gotta tell you.
Quite an act.
What else could they do?
Well, I'm trying to think of choreography. I actually like the way we've started this. So now she's on the second guy's dick and the first guy is kind of going away, right? And then when he comes back, we could find a way for her to flip back onto him. Or maybe
she brings the guy she's sucking with her.
Maybe the guys get gay.
No. She brings him with her and he attaches to her pussy while she's attached to his dick.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And then they come together for a sort of Eiffel Tower situation midair.
I love that.
They're both the men are now holding onto the same rope and she's like the third and they're a triangle.
And when the act is over, I want them to all dismount one another and do a little flip at the same time and land and then arms up in the air holding hands.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's art. I love that.
Thanks.
Yeah. What else happens at a circus?
I don't know. I saw a video just this morning on TikTok of a sport that I didn't know existed. It was a woman doing gymnastics on horseback. Have you ever seen this?
No, that's weird.
She was training on She was training on like a stationary, like it's like a thing.
Oh, I did see that.
You saw that?
Morning. Yes.
It would like fucking buck her, and she was just training on it. And then you're like, what the fuck's this for? And then it cuts to her doing the same shit on a horse. And I'm like, how bored are we?
Yeah.
How fucking bored are we?
Yeah.
I also watched like a synchronized swimming Olympic video this morning. Once again.
We've done all the things.
Dance or swim? Pick one. I just don't get it. Like, you're sitting there training your breath work to do this like beautiful performance art that you need an Olympic-sized swimming pool to show off. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, Alex doesn't really appreciate swimming.
You can't
synchronized swimming.
Yeah, you can't practice the moves in front of your friends. There's no party trick to it even. Like, at least a gymnast could show off her back handspring somewhere.
That's true.
Like, I just have no use for a sport that could only a performance art that could only be done in one very specific space.
Yeah, I understand that.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know. It's lame. Also, I'm like, I'm not that impressed with the synchronized swimming. I'm like, I feel like I could do that.
I see a lot of things. I'm like, this is like the guy we saw at the fucking...
At Six Flags.
I'm just like, give me a week. I'll do that.
I mean, he was juggling knives, Kim.
Give me a week.
All right.
I could juggle a knife in a week.
3.
I could juggle 3 in a week.
Juggling a knife is not juggling. That's a knife toss.
That's a knife toss only. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been watching the Olympics, but I know that synchronized swimming does not impress me.
Yeah. I haven't been watching the Olympics at all. People love watching the Olympics.
I'll fuck with gymnastics in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fuck with figure
skating. How long
skating
does
in the
it
winter.
last?
I don't know. 2 weeks? 3?
It's so long.
It's long. And it's like, it's always like the middle of the fucking night that the best events are on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, there's no convenient time for the whole world to watch this. Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
You're right. What else? What else has been going on?
I don't know. You told me you went on a bad date. I wanted to hear about it.
I did. Okay, so wow, it's been we haven't caught up at all about this because there's so much that's gone on. I went on a really bad date. I met this guy. Did we talk about this on this podcast? We didn't. Where I met this guy, then he asked me if I wanted to go get dinner, and I was like, sure. And like a few days before that, and he was already my friend on Instagram, and a few days before that, I had posted that like I don't like when guys don't have somewhere like picked out already. Mm-hmm. So then he texted me and he's like, hey, we're going to go here. Is this cool? I could pick you up at 7:30. And when I looked it up, it was a hookah lounge, which...
It depends on your taste, I guess.
It's just not me.
That was very me 10 years ago.
Right. That's how I
like
feel
18
exactly.
to 21, you love to be at a hookah lounge.
Right.
Like,
I don't like the taste of hookah. I don't like the smell of hookah. I just don't want to be around it. I don't know if
you're not going to get good food there. It's going to be hookah.
No, it's like I just don't want to. It's the main point of a hookah lounge is the hookah. So I don't want to go get cocktails at a hookah lounge.
Yeah.
I just want to. I would rather just go to like a cool cocktail bar.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I don't really like hookah, and he's like, oh, but they like have drinks and food. And I was like, I don't know. I don't really like hookah. And then the next day, and this is the day before, the next day, he's like, are you ready to go? I said, yeah, where are we going? And he's like, the hookah lounge. And I was like, I told you I don't like hookah. And that...
Already strike one. And it's like, why not just change the plan? There's no rhyme or reason to it. You want to smoke hookah that badly that you want me to be pissed off on our first date?
I especially don't want to hang out with you if you need to smoke hookah that badly.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I like when like I date a guy and he like
listens.
Yeah, it gives me what I want.
It's that easy. And it's like it doesn't have to be like that forever.
No.
It's like the idea that like, oh, she was so annoying on our first date, she's going to be a really annoying girlfriend. It's like, how about she just wanted to make sure that you actually want to date her?
Yeah.
Like, how about she wanted to give you one little test?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like if I was a guy and I wanted to like take a girl out and she was like, oh, I don't like hookah, I'd be like, oh yeah, cool. I'll find something else.
We'll do something else.
If I wasn't dating a girl and I was going out with a friend and they were like, I don't like hookah, I'd do that. It's just kind of like a polite thing to do.
Let's say you guys hit it off. Like this date went well. You guys really hit it off and started like getting serious and dating.
Yeah.
In 6 months, he could be like, I've really always wanted to take you to this hookah place. I know that you don't really love hookah, but can we go just tonight?
In 3 dates, he could do that.
Literally. It's not not a forever thing. It's just a like, show me that you could please me.
Yes. So then he's like, okay, we'll go to this other place, and he sends me the other place. He picks me up on time, which I liked. And then when we get there,
okay. I thought you told me this story, and I think this is a different bad date somehow. It has to be.
Is it?
Yeah. Go on, though. Tell me this one.
What bad date did I tell you?
You told me about a bad date that you literally never made it to because the Uber situation was so bad.
See, this is the one I think I already told on this podcast. Did I not tell this date?
No.
I've had 2 bad dates.
You didn't tell me.
I've gone on 3 dates. One was really good. The first 2 were really bad. This is the first one. So this one, so I'll go through it quick. Yeah. So this one, so he picks me up on time. I'm like, cool. When we get to the restaurant, he nearly lets the door hit me in the face because he opens it for himself and just walks in.
No.
Yes, I like caught it. You know when you like catch it?
Yeah.
And I like walk
hurt your elbow on it?
Yeah.
It like bangs you in that weird spot.
Right then, it's... for me, pretty much strike 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Like as soon as those 2 things happen, I'm like, this guy's just inconsiderate.
It's like you're just getting to the location. How did you already forget that I'm here?
Yes. So then
I'd like to walk in holding hands if you're nice. I was like, well, be behind me. Like open the door, make sure I get in ahead of you. Like it's just stupid.
It's so easy. It's like textbook first date.
It's so easy to just be nice to a girl on a first date. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Just fake it.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we order food, we're talking. He tells me that he's in an open relationship, and I'm like, okay.
Why am I here then?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if that's like for me. And I'm like asking him questions about it. I'm like, is this like a thing you want to do? Like you want to be married to one person and see other people? Or is this like something that you're doing now because you're like into the person you're with, but you don't love them? And I was like, do you love the person you're dating? And he's because he told me it'd been a year. And he was like, yeah, I love her. And I go, he's just lying. No. Like he's like just like not a truthful person. Like if you love someone, you don't go, yeah. That's not like how you say you love. If you love someone, you go, yeah, I love her. Like you can hear it in the tone, right? Like I love this person.
I don't know how a lot of people's open relationships work, but I feel like it's weird to be taking another girl on a date. Like I always felt like an open relationship thing is more like sexual. Like I'm allowed to fuck other people.
I'm like, is this going to be a throuple? Like what's going on?
Like now we're dating. Now it's like you're looking to have a second girlfriend is what it feels like, which is different than an open relationship in my mind. That's like polygamy,
right? Like, so then we're talking, and I'm like telling him, I'm like, yeah, it's not really my thing. I'm like not really down for sharing a boyfriend with someone.
Yeah, which is reasonable.
Yeah, I was like, I just don't think that I could do that. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm like open to anything. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I don't really understand, whatever. Then the bill comes. The lady sets it down. We keep talking. He doesn't touch it.
Why?
And then I put my, eventually like 10 minutes after that, I'm ready to go. So I put my card in it, and she comes by to take my card, and I go, you want to put your card in here too? Mm-hmm. He was going to let me pay. And that was, I mean, he already had hit strike 2 and 3 just on the door situation for me. I was done. And when that happened, I was like, I would have just rather gone to dinner with a friend tonight.
I don't know how you sat through the whole date. I would have left. Have you ever left mid-date?
No. Oh, yes, I have.
Sometimes it's warranted.
Yeah, I left a date one time when a guy was just texting the whole time, and I was like, hi, you're not even paying attention. He's like, I'm working. And I was like, you're an asshole.
We shouldn't be out.
I was like, you're an asshole.
Yeah. Today was the wrong day for this.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But yeah, then he dropped me off, and I never texted him again. Or like he tried to text me like a week later, and I go, hey, like, I think the way that we view dating is completely different. in all aspects. I'm just not interested.
What do you say?
And he was like, I get that. It's cool.
Wow. Wow.
Wowing, right?
Oh, man. And how soon between that date and the next bad date?
1 week.
Okay.
The next week I had another date, which I don't think that's bad if you're a single person to be going on a date a week.
No.
To be dating.
No, especially if one goes terribly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, go on another one the next night if the last one went bad.
Same night if it goes bad.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
So this time I'm like, okay, so I'm flirting with this other guy who I've known, but like never have like really talked to for years. We're like kind of flirting. And we're talking about the fight that's going to happen, the UFC fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's asking me like, oh, what do you think, Conor McGregor, Poirier, whatever. And I was like, oh, I think McGregor's going to lose. And he's like, I don't think so. He's like, let's bet dinner on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, cool. And then Conor McGregor loses and I message him and I was like, I like seafood.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my response. And he like liked it. I was like, haha, cool. Then he messages me like 4 days after that. And he's like, are you ready? Blah, blah, blah. He basically asked like if I wanted to go get food. And I was like, yeah. So then he sends me the address. He's like, what about tomorrow at this time? I was like, cool. Then he sends me the address. And I write back, cool, what time are you picking me up?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, I'm just also not going to just meet you at a restaurant. I want to be picked up.
Sure.
I don't think it's a lot to ask to like pick me up, open the door for me, and pay the check on a first date.
It's truly the bare minimum.
It's the bare minimum.
So easy.
It's so easy. Be on time, pick me up, pay the check, hold the door.
Mm-hmm.
So easy. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not a diva. I'm not asking to go to a 5-star restaurant. I'm just be nice.
Mm-hmm. Just not a hookah bar.
So he replies with like, I'll have my driver get you. And I was like, okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. And when I look it up, the next day, I don't really look up the restaurant until the next day when it's about to happen. It's a vegan restaurant. And I literally said when I won the bet that I like seafood. So again, the first thing this person's doing is just ignoring what I want.
Mm-hmm. Not only ignoring what you want, it's like, maybe we don't have to go to a seafood restaurant. Maybe we could go to a restaurant that offers seafood. Like, it doesn't have to, like, maybe he doesn't like seafood. It doesn't have to be a lobster place. It could be a fucking place where there's options.
Yes, where we can both get what we want. So I'm like...
Vegan is a wild direction to go in, by the way.
Vegan is a wild direction. By the way...
That's crazy.
I've gone and eaten sushi with my vegan friends. Mm-hmm. So there's ways around it.
Yeah.
You just so then he calls me the next day and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to send a driver." He says some like weird thing about not having a car and he really is going to send a driver and I'm like, "Cool. Yeah. You said that."
Yeah. I would like a ride.
Yeah. Cool. Send a driver.
Mm-hmm.
Then he texts me that he called the driver and then he cancels the ride. And then he calls the driver again. Mm-hmm. So at this point, we're supposed to be getting dinner at 7:30 or at 8. And it is 7:50 and he just called the Uber. And the restaurant that he picked is 40 minutes away from where I live. And then I find out that it's 5 minutes away from where he lived. Mm-mm. So what he wanted to do is he wanted to take me out. I'm putting, if you're not watching, I'm doing this in air quotes. He wanted to take me out to the restaurant of his choice 5 minutes away from his home and wanted me to drive myself. He wanted to do everything to convenience himself that night. And it really backfired because I was like, no, you're picking me up and... You know, and so a car picks me up and drops me off in the middle of nowhere, Alex, in downtown. It is like, it looks like a scene from I Am Legend. There's like 5 homeless people in a span of 6 blocks. The sun's going down.
I'll say LA is scary sometimes.
Yes, it is not an area you even want to be in alone during the day. And it's like dusk and I'm watching the sunset and I call him and I go, "Hey, where are you?" He's like, "I'm outside." I'm like, "I'm outside. there's no one here. And then he goes, oh, I sent you to the wrong place.
How do you know how far away were you from the right place?
20 minutes still.
Cool.
25 minutes. So then he's like trying to figure out how to get a car there. He doesn't know where I am. He's like, just call a car here and I'll Venmo you for the car. And now I'm like, this is already
wildly inappropriate, dude.
Wildly inappropriate.
Like, I don't know, if I'm dating somebody, one of the biggest turn-ons I feel is like a guy making sure that I'm safe.
Me too.
I love that.
Me too.
Like, as long as it's not overbearing or like a power trip on his end. When it comes from a nice place, it's such a fucking turn on to be like, I just want to make sure that you got home safe or got here safe and that you're not traveling alone. I know you're weak. Like, I like that.
I know you're weak.
I like when a guy knows that I'm weak and scared.
Yes, me too.
And the
fact that he would even let this happen to me, I'm like, you are so careless with me that I'm already so over it.
Yeah.
I'm so done with it.
What if something happened to you?
I also, on top of being taken care of, I like the basic looking out for me that a human would do, which is you're not even doing that.
Yeah.
So I know you're not going to be able to take care of me in the way that I like it, even a little more than that. You know what I mean? Because you're not doing the basic. So then I'm like, listen, we should just do this another time or something. I was like, maybe we should just figure this out another time because I'm also too.
I'm mad now.
I'm like annoyed, and he was like, yeah, for sure. I'm sorry about that. Like, I'm an idiot. I fucked up. Like, I'm usually better at this.
No, you're not.
You know, I felt like, no, you're not. And then never said anything again.
Never called, never offered you money for the Uber ride that I'm sure you paid for yourself to come home.
He literally Venmo'd me without me asking or anything. But that was it. That was the last contact.
Yeah, this guy never wanted to actually go on a date with you either.
No.
He just sucks.
Yeah. And I'm like, why even waste either of our time?
Crazy.
What's the point? Just don't waste my time.
Man, I hope that Uber that he sent you on was wildly expensive.
Me too.
I hope he paid $150 for your 2 Ubers that day.
Me too.
Yeah. That sucks. You want to talk about the good date?
Maybe we should talk about it on the next podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. There's a lot to cover on the good date, I think. All right. Cool.
It'll be a fun segment. We're about at an hour right now.
All righty.
So,
I like it.
So we'll leave with the bad dates, but just now things have turned very interesting.
The sun has come out from around the corner.
Because out of 3 dates, one of them went well.
One of them's bound to go well, man.
They have to. You can't have 3 bad in a row.
It can't be garbage forever.
No, not forever.
No.
Garbage forever.
Garbage forever, a memoir of dating.
All right. Well, let's end this one there then.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Broad Topics. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon, on TikTok at Kim Congdon, twitch.tv/QueenCong1, and check out my Instagram for show dates.
Fuck yeah. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar. Check out my other podcast, Stick and Portly Watch Rick and Morty, with Mike Harrington. It is every Monday after Legion of Skanks on gasdigitalnetwork.com/live. Also, give us a 5-star review, you guys. If you like this show, if you're a listener, share it with a friend, write a review on iTunes, subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave comments.
Yes.
Help us out. Anything that you guys do helps the algorithm, which helps us. And we love that. And we love all of you.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, before we go, if you enjoy this podcast, you might enjoy some of the other podcasts we have here on gasdigitalnetwork.com. This week, we're highlighting the Real Ass Podcast with hosts Louis J. Gomez and Zach Amico. You can find the full catalog of episodes on demand at gasdigitalnetwork.com or catch the latest 20 episodes anywhere you find podcasts. Here's a clip.
Anyway, I do like her, and I'm sorry I'm being mean to you. You know I'm just joshing you, right?
Yeah.
That's Shane's online persona. He's an asshole, but he's actually just a nice person.
No, I feel bad about it. I objectified you. You couldn't hear it with the
I
mic.
don't like to be objectified. They're all lying.
Yeah, this is all in good fun. Hey, leotard and reatard. Next joke.
I'm putting that on my business card. Leotard, reatard.
Hold on. I'm gonna,
Your fucking
Jessica,
business cards?
I'm gonna need you for this next. Stay here.
Her business card is a pair of panties she leaves the next day.
Yeah, just read on the inside.
I mean,
It's pretty
only
funny,
if
isn't
I'm
it?
not hungry, because then I have to eat them. So you know.
What?
That needed a
guys-
tag.
Do you guys want to try to do a quick round of plugs while he's away this time?
Yeah.
I just have this.
Okay, never mind.
This ink. Oops. I sprayed you with ink.
What? Dude, she goes,
Look at that.
It's funny she got serious. She goes, but this is like going to disappear, right?
It doesn't. It's just not disappearing ink.
Yeah. This is $35 on Amazon, you piece of
This
shit.
might be worse. Disappearing ink before I looked at the bottle, and I never once confirmed that it's actually disappearing ink.
This might be worth the
so
entire
blue?
weight that Lewis just fucked up that leotard.
It's only disappearing ink if it's what Lewis signs his child support checks in.
Yeah, he goes, Beatrice, you can't cash a check with no autograph on it.
Fuck yeah. So that ink will disappear.
Eventually.
Oh fuck. Well, eventually eventually we all disappear, you know?
So that sounds like a threat that he's going to tell her on the car ride home.
Fucking blue ink.
I have to take an Uber home and then.
I actually think it already disappeared.
Yeah, no, I think it's disappeared. I think it's gone.
Ta-da!
Fuck you. I love that now he has no confidence. His confidence is shot in this trick.
Yeah.
And dude, he bought disappearing ink. Lewis, how do you not know it's the disappearing ink you bought? We go, oh no, it's just like the other ink that I
You don't
used.
have other ink around the house. You're not writing.
Yeah, what do you have, a quill pen? You use a fucking feather to write letters? Curious James, one day you'll read this and the world will be a different place.
Zach, do punch up on this. I'll send you 3/4 of my ink.
Zach, I have a messaging bird bringing you my latest scrolls.
Hell yeah. She's rubbing herself. Hell yeah.
I'd
guys.
really like to be there in the morning when Lewis is hungover with eyeliner on.
Oh, dude,
Looking in the fucking mirror like, oh God.
It's waterproof too, so it's not going to come off for a while.
We're doing another trick. The lovely Jessica, everyone. Give it up for the lovely Jessica. Come on, everyone.
Yay. Jessica.
Yeah, all right. Fair to Midland.
All right, so here's what I need, Jessica.
Daniel, you seem tired, bud.
I'm tired and I'm hungry.
You're gassed. Dude, go get the mac and cheese and bring it in. Or do you have Bay? Bay will be pissed.
Come over here.
Yeah, Ben and I are eating.
We don't know. We can stand. Maybe, no, we'll sit. Come here.
Bay's going to get you for not eating that cheese.
No, I'm
okay. So, Jessica, do me a favor. Show here.
Just go.
Oh,
everyone your
now
hands.
I could see that it is material. I didn't think it was material.
No, turn them over. Now bring them toward me.
It's the first time we've ever seen Lewis and thought, that's material.
Make two tight fists. Okay. Now, Dan, I want you to pick one, left or right.
Left.
Okay. So what I want you to do is take your right hand away. Jessica, you pick left. I'm going to take my left hand as well. Okay. And I'm going to take some blunt ashes.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to start rubbing them into the center of my hand. Jessica, tell me, really concentrate on the center of your left hand, Jessica. Concentrate on it. Really, do you feel anything? Do you feel anything in the center of your hand, Jessica? No, that's not your fingernail, Jessica. Do you feel anything? Do you feel anything in your hand?
I feel fear.
Do you feel anything?
I feel like I want to go home.
I feel my Nana trying to reach out to me from beyond the grave.
Oh, Jessica, run.
Show your hand to the camera. Show your hand to the camera. Show your hand to the camera. Your bodily rent.
There's ashes there.
Wow.
There's no way I looked at that girl and didn't think she had sunburns on her.
Yeah, come on. What are we doing?
Stinkmata. Look at this guy.
Get into your head.
That's a good one.
That's good.
Now you obviously you just put a quarter in your mouth during a pandemic.